prone, knee extended, dorsiflexed, LPC rolling. The client will lay in a prone position, their knee will be fully extended, and you'll do the same stretch that you do in the dorsiflexion, the prone knee extended dorsiflexion stretch, which by this time, if you're doing the LPC rolling, you should already know that stretch. So you're going into a lunge position, you're driving that knee forward to create the stretch. And what you may need to do, because sometimes when you go into that stretch and you're just pushing, because you're not going to have your hand to control the foot like you did without the rolling that I'm going to show you here. Before you had the hand to keep the foot straight, but oftentimes the client's foot will start to externally rotate, and especially if it's a client that has like external rotation during walking and some tightness in the external rotators, their foot's going to rotate out a lot. So what you want to do is put them into an internally rotated position, if that's the case, and kind of brace and push, and then you'll be able to keep that position easier, right? So get them into a stretch position, and then really most of the stimulus here is going to come from the rolling. Now we're going to roll the entire gastroc area with significant pressure for the client. So it all depends on the client. If your client's very athletic and they're very used to body work, it'll be a significant amount of pressure. For you too. If the client's lighter, not used to body work, not adapted, gets sore easily, then you're going to apply much lighter pressure, but still significant for the client. And you can ask them on a 1 to 10 scale, how much intensity do you feel for the touch? Different than stretch. Stretch, we never go past like 5 or 7, depending on the stretch. With the actual touch, with the actual pressure of the rolling here, we can go like 8, 9, depending on the client's tolerance. Never want to go to a 10, doesn't really make sense. We can go up to 8, 9. So again, we're going to roll through the whole gastroc area and into the soleus. Going to be very cautious on the back of the knee. Very, very cautious. You're not going to apply really any pressure in the back of the knee. You're also not going to roll really hard in the Achilles area, but I'll show you how to do that. So first we're going to start with like light passes, rolling the medial gastroc there, then coming into the center of the gastroc, and then rolling the lateral portion. And you can kind of turn the roller as you see me do here. So go like a first pass, and you might ask the client, okay, on a 1 to 10 scale, how much intensity do you feel?
4 or 5.
Okay, so the client feels a 4 or 5. So let's say we wanted to take it to 6, 7, maybe 8. So we start increasing pressure and ask the client on a 1 to 10 scale, how much intensity do you feel?
6, 7.
Good. If I get past an 8, and you can just let them know, like, hey, if I get past an 8, let me know, because you're going to be rolling different areas, and it's not going to be the same intensity on all of the areas. So you're going to roll firm for about a minute in the gastroc and soleus area. As you get into the soleus, really into the soleus and the Achilles area, you're going to change the way you're doing this rolling. Before it was slow and deep. Now you're going to go faster and lighter. So the stimulus is going to be driven from friction and speed with the rolling, but not so much pressure. It's not really a good area for you to roll with a lot of pressure. It's just a faster motion with a light to moderate pressure. So this is how you'll roll this area, and then again in this area you're going to roll much deeper.